Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Behind the Grind. So, as you guys already know, patch 11 recently came out for Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, and with every update we get some more information that is like leaked in the game files and stuff. And so the data miners for the community have found the upcoming new weekly stratagems. We have every single weekly stratagem coming to the game all the way up until the new year. So I figured I would turn on the mic and kind of talk to you guys about these new weekly stratagems that are coming, so that way everybody is well informed for how to best deal with these, like any classes that you guys want to use, any setup, any strategy, and all that kind of good stuff. So before we get to that, today's shout out is going to go to esteemed member of the channel at the Stoner That Goons. He's got a goofy name, but his comment reads, honestly, I found the new update very disappointing. The cosmetics, not bad. The heroics, except the sniper, they are kind of mid. New operation, mid at best, though chaos customization is great, as is the bots customization. Modifiers, horrendous. The weekly is absolute dog shit. Waited almost 3 months for this shit. Also, the salamander pack, lazy ass fuck. Truly a sad time to be a Salamanders fan. The champion, though, it's good. Unlike Reclamation's boss fight, LMAO. So, pretty based comments. This is talking about patch 11. Obviously, if you guys want to be in a shout out in the next video, all you have to do is drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notifications so that way you can be the first comment on a video. Every first comment that I get on a video, you get a shout out in the next one. So, make sure you do that. And if you're the first one, I'll give you a shout out in the next one. But with all that being said, guys, let's go ahead and talk about these new weekly modifiers. As you guys can see on the left, this is the sheet that has every single leaked weekly stratagem, but I'm going to be breaking these down individually. So as we start off with December 3rd, Obelisk, we have depleted armor, Layerman cells, and we stand as one. So let's go ahead and talk about all three of these. So depleted armor, right? No armor boosts are available, and squad members only have one armor segment. So pretty interesting, right? So you can't really get the armor boosts, and everyone is forced to have the one armor segment. So everyone's going to be pretty squishy. It's going to be very, very important to make sure that you keep that armor up at all times, which directly plays into the next couple of modifiers as we dive into Layerman cells, which means that health is passively restored at a slow rate. So even though you only have one armor segment, your health is passively restored, which your health is constantly coming back, even though you are restricted to one armor segment. And finally, we stand as one. Medicae stims also heal squad members within a 5-meter radius, so keeping your health up is very, very important with this weekly stratagem that is coming soon to the game December 3rd. Even though we're going to be pretty squishy, like I said before, in terms of armor, we should be having no problems with health. So as long as we're staying close to the team whenever we use Medicae stims, then we will keep our health up. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the December 3rd weekly stratagem. Go ahead and let me know in the comment section, guys, what we think of this one specifically. But with that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about the next week's weekly stratagem. We have December 10th on the map, Termination. And before I get any further, I'm going to go ahead and say that it's pretty odd to not see the new Operation Reclamation on any of these. I'm looking at all of these right now, and yeah, we don't get to play on the new operation map on any of these, so it's pretty interesting to see that. I don't understand why they wouldn't have any weekly stratagem on the new map, Reclamation, but you know, going back to Termination, we have Split Up. When you maintain close proximity to squad members, armor and contested health restoration are disabled. So make sure you are not staying close to your teammates. This really incentivizes players to kind of split up. It's in the name, of course. Don't even worry about your teammates. Like, don't even go near them. It's just not worth it. Everyone play at a distance. Just do your own thing and kill the enemies. And then the next modifier also says maintain distance, where melee damage is greatly reduced but range damage is increased. So your ranged classes like tactical, sniper, and heavy are definitely going to be the classes that you're going to want to run on this weekly stratagem. And finally, we're going to end this off with enemy sighted, where ranged kills restore armor based on enemy threat level, which, you know, is a great modifier. I really do like that. I haven't seen it in practice yet, but I'm going to go ahead and assume that, I don't know, by killing Minoris, you get 1 armor segment, Majoris maybe 2, Extremis and Terminus, you get 3, so on and so forth. So pretty interesting weekly stratagem. Again, I want to ask you guys in the comment section down below, what do we think about December 10th termination? Is it a good weekly stratagem, or does this sound like complete chaos? I feel like as long as you keep your distance amongst teammates, you're going to be fine. The maintained distance and enemy sighted are definitely going to benefit those classes that, well, do attack at a range. So yeah, moving on to the next week though, in December 17th, Reliquary. So again, another chaos map just like Obelisk. So the first modifier is going to be press the attack. Not performing a finisher for 20 seconds will start draining your health down to 30%, but finishers will restore health. So I don't know about that one, Chief. That one sounds kind of whack to me personally. That does not sound like a good modifier. Not performing a finisher for 20 seconds will start draining your health down to 30%. So, I mean, what the heck are you supposed to do when no enemies are spawning in right now and you're just currently traversing through the map? Or is your health just going to keep going down? But, I mean, it does say at the end that finishers will be restoring health. So, I mean, as long as you're getting finishers whenever you are at 30% health, you will be able to restore health that way. And, I mean, you're still going to be able to have Medicae stims and all that kind of good stuff. So, pretty interesting modifier. Guess we'll have to wait to see how that one plays out. But moving on to the next one, we have Myopia, where range damage at ranges greater than 10 meters is reduced by 75%. So, not going to want to use your ranged classes like Tactical Sniper and Heavy. Again, a 75% damage nerf is just not going to be the way to play this. You're definitely going to want to be playing in close range, which directly ties into the next modifier on this, which is point blank, where range damage at less than 10 meters is increased by 75%. So I would definitely bring your melee classes with those really close quarter engagement kind of play styles, because all 3 of these modifiers do incentivize melee based gameplay. You have press the attack, where you can only restore health with finishers, and or not only restore health with finishers, but finishers will restore health, but also not performing a finisher for 20 seconds will start to drain your health. So you're definitely going to want to be in there throwing punches and restoring your health as well. And paired up with the other 2 modifiers, obviously range damage at ranges greater than 10 meters, you get a 75% nerf, but you do get a 75% buff as long as they're within that 10 meter radius. So yeah, this modifier and this stratagem as a whole, you're going to want to be playing at a melee distance. Go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below. Again, what do we think about December 17th Reliquary? But guys, as we finish this off with December 24th, Christmas Eve, yes, we have one of my favorite maps, Vox Liberatis. As you guys already know, Vox Liberatis is my personal favorite map because you do get to fight both Tyranids and Chaos on the same exact map. So that's definitely a W. But with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about the modifiers. So we're going to go ahead and start off with maintain distance, where melee damage is greatly reduced, but range damage is increased. So again, very, very important for those classes that aren't too concerned about melee damage. So once again, like your tacticals, your snipers, and your heavies, definitely going to want to use those here. Next up, we have detonation risk, where exploding objects are more common and even more dangerous in terms of radius and damage. So once again, tying into the previous modifier, the way you're going to want to do this is keep your distance. You want to engage every single enemy in this operation at a distance, so that way you can kind of keep the advantage when it comes to exploding barrels or abusing the environment around you in order to punish your enemies. So what I like to do on some of the operations, of course, anybody who knows about the red barrels tend to play this way, is that you position yourself to where you can kind of set off a chain reaction where by shooting one of the barrels or one of the pipes, you then in turn punish the enemy. So being able to do that at a distance in an operation that has a lot more of those explosives is definitely going to be very key to your playstyle. So that's definitely going to be the way that you're going to want to play this operation. But finally, the last 2 modifiers that we have in this one, because this one has 4, is that we have enemy sighted, where range kills restore armor based on enemy threat level. Like I mentioned before, definitely a great modifier. Incentivizes players to be killing enemies with ranged weapons. So yeah, just keep using your ranged classes. And then finally, buffed enemies. This is going to be the modifier that breaks or makes this stratagem. So we have enemies have increased health and damage. So I'm not so sure how this is going to play. It's going to be interesting to see things like Chaos Spawn or Scarable Cult Terminators or even the Flying Disc Zangors have increased health and damage. It's going to be pretty interesting as well to see some of the Tyranid enemies benefit from the increased health and damage. So pack the heavy guns. Make sure you guys are bringing all your firepower into this. And, you know, at the end of the day, we shouldn't be having that much of an issue just because we can play at a distance and abuse these modifiers to further punish our enemies. So, yeah, I'm not seeing anything that has team killing in any of this. No friendly fire, so thankfully we won't have to worry about any of those BS modifiers up until the new year. So those are the next 4 weekly operations. Go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below, guys, what we think of all of these. Personally, I think my favorite one is probably gonna have to be either Vox Liberatus, that one sounds pretty fun, or maybe even Reliquary. The press the attack modifier does sound kind of whack, but as long as we're staying within melee range, we're probably going to have a pretty good time, I'd say, on that one. But go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below, guys. Again, what you guys think of all of these. Which one's your favorite? Which one is your least favorite? What modifier do you guys think is going to be the one that makes all the kids on Reddit cry about the game? And yeah, that's pretty much all I got for today, man. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like and subscribe if you are not already. Also, if you wish to support the channel further, I really encourage you to join the channel membership for exclusive perks. Hey, for $1 a month, man, you guys get a cool badge, you get access to a bunch of cool emojis, and hey, you know, it directly supports the channel. Like I've said before, I will never have any videos or streams that are locked behind members. It's totally up to you guys whether or not you want to do it. It's just a way to directly support me. And so your support and generosity is extremely appreciated. Thank you. I genuinely mean that. I appreciate it. It totally means the world that you guys show the support to this channel. And yeah, this has been Behind the Grind, talking about the newly leaked weekly stratagems coming soon in the next coming weeks for Space Marine 2. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace!